So it's a pleasure to be here. I'm Christian Feisst, CEO of Greencom Networks. We are a German-French company in the energy IoT space. And it's interesting times if you're a company that is active in the area of digitization and not only in the energy industry. It's interesting times because what you can see here basically is things are changing. It's not about owning assets anymore. It's about owning the access to the customer. It's just like Matthijs from Shell presented, you have a connected customer business unit in your area. It's all about owning that access to the customer. It's not the physical asset. It's in the hotel business. You can see the example of Airbnb, which is the biggest hotel player, without owning any single bed. You have Amazon as the biggest retailer without owning shops, which is unfortunately not true anymore. Even Alibaba started investing into shops, but nevertheless. You have Uber, that is the biggest taxi player, without owning any single taxi. And we strongly believe that this will be the case as well in the energy industry because of technology disrupting the entire business model. It's the most successful energy company in our view. It does not own power plants anymore in the future. Why do we believe that? Because it's this slide here, basically. The taxis are already there in the energy industry. We already have so much distributed assets out there. And this is just a chart from the European market. We have 26 million distributed assets out there. And interestingly enough, it's not only about solar PV. It's not only about battery storage. It's not only about electric vehicles. You can see here that a good percentage, most of that is driven by existing old dump assets, which are electrical heating and cooling assets. That provide a lot of flexibility, but they are just not digitally connected. So it's really a big opportunity to start integrating all of those assets that are already there. We have big capacities out there that can provide flexibility for offering new services in the energy space. Services, as we've seen as well in other industries like energy flat rates that we know from the telco space. Energy communities, we know that from the social media space, or other offerings around smart home and other technologies. We are, as Greencom, helping our customers that are utilities and energy service companies to get into that space of offering new digital services. What is it that we are offering? We are offering a technology platform, which is basically the core of it is a highly scalable IoT platform that allows us to integrate and process data of millions of connected devices in close to real time. We have all sorts of machine learning embedded into our platform that allows us to forecast the behavior of all of those connected devices, whether it's a solar PV, whether it's a battery storage, an electric vehicle, a heat pump, what have you. And we can optimize the usage of all of those devices. In the same way, we integrate with the device itself with connectivity solutions that allows us to integrate all sorts of devices like new motion wall boxes, for instance, or other devices that we've just recently integrated. So we keep on expanding our portfolio of device integration, and we integrate with the energy markets because optimization is on the one hand side a local optimization, on the other side a central optimization, depending on what you want to achieve in order to realize new offerings towards the end customer. As I said, flat rates, energy communities, peer-to-peer, we've heard all of that stuff. That will be the future offerings of utilities and energy service companies. And we are not just a technology company because we've done it end-to-end. We've significantly supported setting up a completely end-to-end digital retail utility, which was called BG. BG was the first digital retail utility offering a real flat rate, power flat rate, 20 years, fixed monthly fee, including a solar PV, including battery storage, residual power supply, everything. Same is true for mobility. Same is true for BG introduced the first energy community. We've been the underlying technology and we've helped significantly to set up those new services and even the organization and the processes behind. This is what we are replicating currently with other utilities and energy service companies. We are heavily expanding internationally, and that's the reason why we are raising additional money over the course of the next 12 months, which is around 5 to 10 million euros in order to further internationalize. We are already present in Europe, but we want to go beyond that. And this is why we are picking up money And our current investors, Munich Venture Partners and Z Ventures, will follow us. Z Ventures is here. So thanks a lot as well for your support so far. It will be a pleasure to have discussions with other potential investors here in the room. Thanks a lot.
Do you want to have a utility as an investor?
Yes.
Okay, I think, how many utilities do we have in the room? Okay, so you have a busy day ahead of you. All right.
Knut, we are talking because you raised your hands, right?